We're on to day 7. So I'm just going to go straight into Synfig here. And I already have a character here set up. And this is from the short film that I did. Now, I thought that to create a whole different character would take some time. So I'm just going to use this character. We won't be focusing on the legs here, okay? Only the upper part of the body, which is basically from the head to the waist here, right? We'll need the arms, the head, the eyes, and the face. That's pretty much all we'll need to demonstrate this. Now, you'll be limited by the shapes that you have for your characters. For example, your character's eyes and his eyebrows, his mouth, his arms. But the good thing is that you can create new shapes as you need them. Now, I'm just gonna do a quick sketch here. Let's say this is our character here. Okay, it's in his normal state, and it has his eyes like this. Okay, don't judge me by my drawing here. I'm using the mouse, and has his nose and he has his mouth. How could we get this character to look as if he's thinking? Well, the first thing that you should do, and I always recommend this, is look in the mirror at yourself and just act it out. Okay, so act as if you're thinking, and you can just look at how you look when you're thinking in the mirror, and then you can just mimic that using the character that you have. Okay, so the character is in its normal state here. Let's say when he's thinking, maybe his arms is this, the right hand is here, like so. Maybe this hand is underneath his chin, something like that. Maybe he's actually touching his chin. And his eyes, right? Maybe they could come down like so, right? So the top piece could come down, the bottom piece could come up. His eyes would be in the center there, like so. So he's like, and then his mouth could be something like along the lines like that, while his nose is here, right? You can already see what I'm trying to do here, right? So let's go ahead and see how best we can get this character to think. Now I'm just going to turn on animate here, and I'm going to add well, let me actually use this. Let me remove this keyframe here. I'm going to add a keyframe here by using the old traditional system here. And let's say the character is in this pose, and he's going to move from that pose into the thinking pose. All right, so I'm just going to come down here on the timeline, and let me turn on the rig here, and I'm just going to turn off a few of these controls here, well, the points. All right, so I want, using the same sketch that I did, I'm just going to try and mimic what I just did. So I'm just going to have his right hand come something like this. Maybe I'll even move his hands there, move this up like so, move this in. All right, and I'm going to move his hand something like this. I'm going to tilt this as if his chin is in his hand like that. All right, so you can already see this is sort of resembling my sketch. We could also have him lean back a bit, but I'm just going to leave that right there. But you could use that to sell the idea even more. And we need his eyes to come down here. So I'm going to go to let me see here, shape controls here. Let me actually turn these on. And I'm going to try and find, okay, there it is. That's the one that I was looking for. Okay, so you can already see this looks as if he's thinking, right? And I mean, we could exaggerate this a bit more to sell the idea even more, right? So let me see here. As I said before, you could move the character's arms back, the character's body back, something like that. You know, like that, and move his hands up more. You could even create a different hand shape to make it look as if he's holding onto his chin, right? And he's saying something like, so he's thinking. And then to sell the idea even more, we could even just add like a speech bubble here or something to sell the idea even more. So let me just play this back so that you can see it. Let me play here. All right. So that's it. can see that the character is thinking. Right? And I have my keyframes here so I can move them closer together to make it move even faster. I can move them further away. But here, the character moves from this position, and as you can see, the different frames as it goes into its thinking pose, right? So that's it for this exercise, and I will see you. It wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be, but I will see you on exercise 8.